There's nothing to eat. I'm speaking. Cool. Alright, we're live. Alright. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. 3, 2. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another episode of Quran in English. My name is Ahmad and I am going through the next section of Surah Saba, the chapter of Shiba. What am I doing here? I'm learning how to read the Quran in Arabic and discussing it in English because that's the best way that I can learn. I'm sharing my learning journey with you. If you like that, great. If not, okay. Yeah, that's it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل من يرزقكم من السماوات والأرض قل الله وإنا أو إياكم لعلى هدى أو في ضلال مبين. Say, who blesses you, provides for you from the heavens and the earth? Who provides for you? And it's interesting that it says say this. So we're opening the discussion. And then it says say God. So when the question is who provides from the heavens and the earth, say God. That's the answer. That's always the answer. But this also follows the similar form that we have seen in the past couple of chapters. Even when they're asked who believes, they will say God. So there's something I need to understand about this that I don't quite yet. And then it says, وَإِنَّا أَوْ إِيَّاكُمْ. It's either me, us, or you are on guidance or in a clear confusion. Clearly lost, clearly misguided. Is it me? Is it you? Which one of us? And here they've simplified it for you in case you figured you didn't know who me and you were. One of us is wrong. Who is it? I like that. قل لا تسألون عما أجرمنا ولا نسأل عما تعملون. Say, you will not be asked about what we have committed. Misdeeds is correct. It's not just committed. The sins we've committed, yes. You won't be asked about how we've messed up, and we will not be asked about what you do. Which is very interesting that it's phrased that way. You will not be asked about our crimes, and we will not be asked about what you do. Normally, at least from a human perspective, when I'm arguing these points, I go, you won't be asked about what I did, and I won't be asked about what you messed up. You know what I mean? The charge, sins committed, is about us rather than about what they do, which is very interesting. It's just different to how I would have phrased it, and I wonder why it's phrased this way. Amma ajramna. Yeah, maybe it's written in a way to help soften the message for them to digest easier. Maybe it strokes their ego. It makes them think, you have committed a sin. I don't know. It's very strange. قل يجمع بيننا ربنا ثم يفتح بيننا بالحق وهو الفتاح العليم. Say, our Lord will gather us together and then he will judge. And that word is the same as open. It is understood that it is judge here. But fatah can mean judgment or the opening of matters and the resolving of matters. That's kind of the concept. And here, because they say in truth or in justice, he will judge between us in truth. Makes sense. And he is the opener, the judge, and the all-knowing judge. In the end of the day, you say, yeah, you believe what you believe, and I believe what I believe, and God gonna judge. But if you don't believe in God, then that doesn't mean anything to you, does it? قل أروني الذين ألحقتم به شركاء قل أروني الذين ألحقتم به شركاء كلا بل هو الله العزيز الحكيم. Say, show me those that you join with him as partners. Where are those that you associate as partners with God? Nay. Oh, no. Nay, he is Lord God. But nay. So what you think is the polytheist? Nope. It's God again. Oh, you think someone else causes the rain? Nope. God. Oh, you think someone causes the sun to rise? God. Gravity? God. Food? God. Your skills and abilities? God. Everything is God's fault. I like being dramatic. It's true. Everything is because of God. It's just, that's what I was talking about, the charged words. So by using the word fault, it sounds like it's a bad thing, but it's my fault that you're getting a video every day during Ramadan. It is. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Doesn't mean it's a good thing either. كلا بل هو الله العزيز الحكيم. Nay, no, nay, it is God the Almighty and All-Wise. وما أرسلناك إلا كافة للناس بشيرا ونذيرا ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون. And we did not send you except comprehensively for mankind as a bearer of good tidings, a warner, but most people do not know. They don't know. And if you don't know, well, now you know. وَيَقُولُونَ مَتَى هَذَا الْوَعْدُ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. And they will say, when is this promise? If you are telling the truth. If you are being truthful. If you are among the truthful. Say, for you is the appointment on a day that you will not be able to postpone from it an hour, nor will you be able to bring it forward. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Welcome back, Zainab Khan. Nice to have you on the channel. Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you for joining us on this journey. So, the appointment of a day. Now here, the reason why they've capitalized the day, well, also because it starts at the beginning of a quotation, is because they understand it to be Judgment Day. But I believe it's not just Judgment Day. The Quran is full of examples of messengers coming with warnings and people facing judgment on this plane of existence. I believe the judgment on this plane of existence also is a part of that day, as well as Judgment Day. Judgment Day is definitely included, but it's not just that day. I'm from Pakistan. I kind of figured when you, with a name like Zainab Khan. Welcome from Pakistan. I've been to Pakistan. I've been to Karachi. And that was fun. I really enjoyed my time there. Yeah. These topics are not really new to us. We've covered them many times in the Quran before. وقال الذين كفروا لن نؤمن بهذا القرآن ولا بالذي بين يديه ولو ترى إذ الظالمون موقوفون عند ربهم يرجع بعضهم إلى بعض القول ويقول الذين استضعفوا للذين استكبروا لولا أنتم لكنا مؤمنين. And now we come into a topic we've seen many times again, but it's good to discuss because it's very important. And those who disbelieve will say, we will never believe in this Quran, and not what is between what is between his hands. That's what the words are. So they've translated it to that which was before it. So they've now translated to the scripture before it. Which, okay, yeah, I understand that. But it might be something else. I'm not sure. But if you could see the wrongdoers when they're made to stand in front of their Lord. Oh, some of them will return to some of them the word. Some of them will look at the others and say, and the ones who were oppressed will say to those who were arrogant. Those who are arrogant are the ones who's like, hey, there's no such thing. There's not God. He's crazy. Come with us. Ah. And then the ones who were oppressed, who followed them, were like, oh, no. They made us do we said. And those who were oppressed will say, if it had not been for you, surely we would have been one of the believers. Which begs the question, would I have been a believer given different circumstances? If I wasn't born into a Muslim family, if I wasn't born into a Christian family, if I wasn't born into a Jewish family, would I have been a believer? Would I have converted, or am I here because of the things appointed to me? Mawqufun. Why did you write Mawqufun, Zainab?
موقوفون.
Yeah, Mawqufuna.
موقوفون.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I was born into a Muslim family, and I made the choice to walk away from religion for about 15 years. From about 20 till 35, I was not an active believer, not an active follower of religion. I did not aspire to religion. I didn't have active belief. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't focused on it. So I did walk away. Why did I come back? Well, that's a long story. But the point being is that I've had the choice to walk away, and I've had the choice to stay. So I'd like to think that I would have found my way either way. I'm also very headstrong, and I don't like to follow the crowd. So if I really believed in it, then I absolutely would have gone for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, saying, if it had not been for you, we would have been one of the believers. Not a good enough argument, if you ask me. قال الذين استكبروا للذين استضعفوا أنحن صددناكم عن الهدى بعد إذ جاءكم بل كنتم مجرمين. The ones who were arrogant will say to those who were oppressed, did we stop you from guidance after it came to you? Are we really the ones that told you don't believe and don't follow the guidance? Were we able to stop you from the guidance? We told you to stop for the guidance, but that doesn't mean It's hard. It's hard because, like, I understand how difficult it is to be oppressed, right? Not everybody's strong. I thought I was reading this word a little wrong. Oh, okay. Sure, no problem. I don't know. I'd like to say that I would have said no to my oppressors and believed. I don't know. I probably would have. Very dramatic in that sense. And if I believe in something, I absolutely will fight for it. Even if I have to go a little crazy first. So those who are oppressed will say, nay, you were the criminals on your own. You were the criminals. We didn't stop you. We didn't hinder you. Your choice is yours. And that's true. Whatever you choose in this world, you cannot blame somebody else. Own up to it. وقال الذين استضعفوا للذين استكبروا بل مكر الليل والنهار إذ تأمروننا أن نكفر بالله ونجعل له أندادا وأسروا الندامة لما رأوا العذاب وجعلنا الأغلال في أعناق الذين كفروا هل يجزون إلا ما كانوا يعملون. And those who were oppressed will say to those who were arrogant, yeah, you didn't stop us, you didn't force us, nay, but it was the plot of nighttime and daytime. And when you were ordering us that we disbelieve in God, and we were setting up for him equals. So they will continue doubling down. They'll say, no, you forced us night and day, you pressure, you told us. And they will conceal their regret when they see the punishment. So when the ones who were oppressed will see the punishment, suddenly their regret will be no longer prevalent, because they will realize it is too late to bicker and fight. What a horrible feeling. And we put shackles in their necks of those who disbelieved. Nay, they will only get what they deserved. They will only be recompensed for what they used to do. Everything that they will get is a result of what they used to do. It's just some dark visuals. Chains on the necks? Ugh. That's not... It's not a pleasant sight or a pleasant feeling, is it? وما أرسلنا في قرية من نذير إلا قال مترفوها إنا بما أرسلتم به كافرون. When I was reading this the first time, I realized this was more true at the time of the prophets than now. And we have not sent in any town from a warner, except the wealthy ones said, indeed we are of what you have been sent disbelieving. So the wealthy tend to reject the messages of God. I was trying to think, because the first thing that I thought of was this was at the time of the prophet, because we come in a world of believers. I don't know. We might be surrounded by a lot of believers here on this channel, but in the real world, I don't think there are that many believers. And the wealthy absolutely reject the concept of... It's crazy how, like, even the churches, the mega churches... Okay, let's not be judgmental. But the point being, whenever we send a warning to society, it says the wealthy ones in this translation, and here it says the elite would say. So let's see what Hawkhul says. It's wealthy people. Yeah. Because that makes sense. It's hard to have a lot of money and have a lot of faith. Because if you have a lot of faith, you give a lot of people. And you'll understand that money is not the point. Anyway. وقالوا نحن أكثر أموالا وأولادا وما نحن بمعذبين. وقالوا نحن أكثر أموالا وأولادا وما نحن بمعذبين. Walaikum assalam, Rahul. Welcome back. Rahul, Zainab, Rahul. Nice to have you both on the channel. And the wealthy will say, we have more money and more children, and we will not be punished. You can't touch this. Yeah, arrogance. I'm sure we can all think of a rich, wealthy, arrogant person. That's not to say that all rich people are arrogant. Some give back a lot, some have good souls, some are paying zakat, but most are not. Because most people want more wealth for themselves, and they miss the whole point of life. Alaikum assalam. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Cute, great, everyone's happy. قل إن ربي يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء ويقدر ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون. Say, my Lord extends the blessings and provisions to whom he wills, and he measures it, limits it, constricts it. So he provides and he limits it. But most people do not know. And this is kind of like the advantage that we can kind of have over the rich, is that we have a forced dependence on God. We may not have a lot of things to protect us financially, a lot of ways to survive. So there has to be an element of trust that we have with God, and that God will pave the way today and tomorrow. There's a when you're dependent, it's easier to trust because you have to trust. But when you have a lot of money, you start thinking, oh, I can. Rahul is correct pronunciation. Rahul is a Hindu name. Oh, that's cool. So we have someone from Pakistan and someone with a Hindu name. That's pretty cool. Welcome back. The Quran bringing the world together. So it's easier for us who are less wealthy to depend on God. The wealthy think that their money and their homes will keep them safe. And that is an illusion. At the end of the day, God chooses who he gives and who he takes away from. And something that I have received as a blessing from being absolutely destroyed by losing the thing that I love the most in the world, it made me realize, just how powerless we are. And I think that's very important. There's something terrifying about feeling not like you're in control, but there's also something super empowering about trusting God when you recognize. So step one, realize nothing's under control. Because at any point in time, a heart attack can come and take any of us. You can die just like that. You can lose your house just like that, your money, your faith. Like anything can happen. You never know. So having this concept of dependence on, first of all, relax, nothing's under control. Second of all, trust God. God's got this. And just follow the flow. وما أموالكم ولا أولادكم بالتي تقربكم عندنا زلفى إلا من آمن وعمل صالحا فأولئك لهم جزاء الضعف بما عملوا وهم في الغرفات آمنون. So what is it? It's God who gives and God who takes away, and not your wealth nor your children are the ones that will bring you close towards us in position. Will not bring you close. Not your wealth, not your children will bring you close to God, except from whoever believes and does good deeds. And it's really that simple. Belief, do good deeds. Is there any chance to join you while live? What does that mean? Oh, you mean to be like on reading with me? No, I don't think so. I've had other people read with me. I need to continue at the pace that I'm continuing at, and it's going to slow me down to have collaborators at this point in time. Maybe in the future. But right now I need to just finish the Quran on my own first. So believe and do good deeds. Those are everyone has the same criteria. Believe, do good deeds. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter how high, doesn't matter how low. And those, for them, the reward will be twofold for what they did, and they will have rooms that are secure, elevated mansions. Yeah, pretty clear. والذين يسعون في آياتنا معاجزين أولئك في العذاب محضرون. And those who strive in our verses to cause failure, those who are trying to discredit our revelations and stop them, and for them is a punishment that will be brought. Many people will disturb you. Okay, my brother, do it on your own first. It's not just disturb. I mean, everyone has a point of view and everyone has things to share, and I would love to learn from others. But first, let me figure out what I think, and then I will engage with others. قل إن ربي يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء من عباده ويقدر له وما أنفقتم من شيء فهو يخلفه وهو خير الرازقين. Say, it is my Lord who extends the provisions to whom he wills from his slaves, and restricts it for him. And what you spend from anything, then he will compensate it. He is the best of providers. Yeah, a lot of people have this fear of spending what they have. They're like, what if I spend the money, then I won't get any more money. Money comes and goes. Trust in the source. Trust in God. Spend, and you will get rewarded for it. That's the one thing I've never had. I've had it a couple of times, but mostly I just have faith. I'm not acting from a place of fear. I'm acting from a place of trust. Even when I have no idea how I'm going to pay my bills, somehow it all works out, you know? ويوم يحشرهم جميعا ثم يقول للملائكة أهؤلاء إياكم كانوا يعبدون. On the day that he will gather them all, then the angels will say, were these the ones you used to worship? Provisions meaning. Provisions is, like food, water, money, anything that provides for you to survive, to succeed, to live. That's what it means. Provisions, like food can be provisions. Money in a way, not really, but like food can be provisions, supplies can be provisions, anything that you need to kind of survive and thrive and live a good life. Provisions is kind of everything that you kind of gain. On the day that they'll be gathered, the angels will say, are these the ones that you used to worship? Oh, food, water, money from Allah. Exactly. Yeah, the Quran says that food, water, money is from God, yes. So the angels will ask, are these what you used to worship? Now this, for me, is the most interesting verse of today's section, because I find it interesting. قالوا سبحانك أنت ولينا من دونهم بل كانوا يعبدون الجن أكثرهم بهم مؤمنون. They will say, glory be to you, our protector, not them. Nay, they used to worship the jinn. Oh, he will say to the angels, and the angels, are these the ones who they were worshiping? I mistranslated. So God will say to the angels, were these the ones who were worshiping you, the angels? And the angels will say, glory be to you, you are our protector, and أنت ولينا من دونهم, you are our protector, not them. Nay, what they used to worship was jinn. But most of them, أكثرهم بهم مؤمنون, and whom most of them who had not the evil temptations. They used to worship jinn literally. That's the whole point. This is why I found it very interesting, because they used to think, and they still do, what do you think Hecate is? What do you think Lucifer is? Like, these concepts they exist. The devils. No, jinn. Devils is shayateen. Jinn is a specific species of creatures. Some of the jinn are devils, and some of the jinn are believers. And we will cover them in the chapter of jinn later on. But for me, why this is very interesting is because the thing that they used to worship, which they will also say that they were worshiping angels, but nope, it's jinn. Okay, my chat is talking to each other. That's pretty cool. فاليوم لا يملك بعضكم لبعض نفعا ولا ضرا ونقول للذين ظلموا ذوقوا عذاب النار التي كنتم بها تكذبون. But today nobody possesses any power over others, not in benefit nor in harm. None of you can help each other, none of you can hurt each other. And we'll say those who were wrong, and we will say to those who did wrong, taste the torment of fire that you used to deny. وإذا تتلى عليهم آياتنا بينات قالوا ما هذا إلا رجل يريد أن يصدكم عما كان يعبد آباؤكم وقالوا ما هذا إلا إفك مفترى وقال الذين كفروا للحق لما جاءهم إن هذا إلا سحر مبين. And when our verses that were clear are recited to them, I have to remember Mahab. Are they clear? Not always. Sometimes. They will say, this is not except a man who wishes to hinder you from what you used to worship. Which is like, yeah, obviously, if they're clear, then they wouldn't disbelieve them, right? Right? Yeah. But when their verses are come to them, they'll say, this is just a man who wants to stop you from worshipping what your forefathers used to worship. And they will say that this is nothing except a lie that was made up. And those who disbelieved will say about the truth when it comes to them that this is nothing but magic that is obvious. There's nothing but pure magic. Deny the revelations. Say they're trying to stop you from worshipping what your father worshipped. It's a lie. It's magic. You've seen the classic symptoms. The reason why this is said, this is kind of like a manual for what's about to come. This is a manual of like when, again, not many people, well, actually quite a few people. Anyway, when a messenger comes, this is going to be this is going to be a classic. He wishes you to hinder what your forefathers used to worship. It's nothing but a lie, and it's pure magic. Those are the classic tropes of the devil. This is what they're going to say. This is what they're going to think. They're all going to think, oh my God, we're new. It's going to happen again. Watch. وَمَا آتَيْنَاهُمْ مِنْ كُتُبٍ يَدْرُسُونَهَا وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا إِلَيْهِمْ قَبْلَكَ مِنْ نَذِيرٍ. And we did not give them from any scriptures or books that they could study. And we did not send to them before you from any warner. So my question is, what about them who say, what about Buddhism? What about Hinduism? Don't they have like scriptures? And don't they have like their versions of prophets? Scriptures and prophets, do they not? I don't know how it works in Hinduism, actually. I have no idea how it works in Hinduism. Buddhism had Buddha, right? Buddha came, and then he wrote a bunch of dharmas. I'm not going to use the terminology. I don't know. I could not speak upon this. But it's our messenger versus yours, essentially. وكذب الذين من قبلهم وما بلغوا معشار ما آتيناهم فكذبوا رسلي فكيف كان نكير. And denied those who were before them. And those who were before them denied, and they did not achieve or attain a tenth of what we have given them. But they denied the messengers. So how severe? فكيف كان نكير. نكيري. فكذبوا رسلي. Which, by the way, this is an interesting expression. My messengers. It's not often that the Quran says my messengers. It usually says the messengers. So there's a sense of possession in this word, which we haven't often seen. And it's funny that I brought up like the Buddha and the Hinduism, and that they claim that they have their own messengers and they have their own prophets. Because here we kind of see a distinction between the two. God is saying, my messengers. فَكَيْفَ كَانَ نَكِيرِ. So how was the rejection? Why is it my rejection? So here they said how severe was my response, but I feel like it's missing. فكيف كان نكيري? Yeah, can we do it like this? So how severe was my denial? See, فكيف كان نكيري? But I think they're denying me. So how severe was their denial of me? Or it could be my denial. Because when God denies them, it will be severe. It's very interesting. The Arabic language is very complicated. And it's very cool. It's very interesting. And I love learning this. And that's it for today. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Ramadan Mubarak to everybody. I'm going to say Sadaqallah al-Ali al-Azim as usual. And I will catch you guys tomorrow, inshallah. It might be a bit later tomorrow because I only start work at 12. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe later, maybe at the same time. We'll see. Anyway, love you. Get out of here. Ma salame. Bye.